Alrighty, so still doing videos, cooking different things for this meal. See, could you imagine how long this video would have been? Well, no, you wouldn't, because you're only seeing a few of the videos, but or will be seeing them. Of all these dishes we're doing to have with our Korean feast tonight, well, Korean slash Chinese, because the egg rolls are more Chinese. I'm doing fried rice, which will be more Chinese, and the hot and sour soup. So this is a leftover chunk of prime rib from Christmas, and I just cut it in half and froze them. So I'm going to slice it, see which direction we want to go. Yeah, go this way. Slice it thin. And I don't know how to properly say the name. Bulgogi. It's a Korean beef. Like if you go for a Korean barbecue, it would be the marinade. I don't have an apple or an Asian pear or an American pear or even plum extract, which they use in the marinade. Now this is already cooked, so we obviously won't be using a marinade to soak it, but the lady that cooked this, she didn't marinate it, she just put it all on a hot big skillet type thing and put all the ingredients on top of the meat and basically stir fried it. So that's how I'm going to do it. Just seemed much easier. And I need my sauce list, which I got all wet. So for the meat, if you're doing raw meat, you can just use a good kind of tender, like a sirloin or a steak of some sort that you can chew. Obviously, slice it thin. Raw, you wouldn't want to use like chuck roast or something. So if you do it raw, slice it thin just like this, and then we will be doing some white onion, and you can add scallions, green onion, mushrooms, cabbage, all sorts of stuff to this if you wanted to when you stir fry it. But just for the meat part, you want your meat, 1 onion, a tablespoon of sesame oil, a tablespoon of sesame seeds, and a tablespoon of regular oil. That's for the meat part. And you would put all that on your raw meat and set it aside and let it, soak up. I'm just going to be adding everything into a hot pan. I'll probably get critiqued really bad by people on this. So for your sauce, when we cook this in the pan, so you have your marinade recipe for the raw meat. And I'm going to get an onion. In your pan, when you cook your meat that's marinated with the onion and everything, you're going to want 6 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, half an onion, a tablespoon of minced garlic, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper or more if you like. They use a lot of black pepper in their cooking. So I'm going to get an onion, and then I'm going to get all of my ingredients. Okay, so since I'm going to be using this whole onion and this is already cooked meat, we're not going to worry about cross-contamination. However, if under normal circumstances with your raw meat and everything, you would use a separate cutting board and a clean knife. But we don't have to worry about that in this particular case because my meat is cooked. I have oil over there getting hot for the egg rolls. Try and rinse some of the winter strong, whatever, from the onion. Get those skins. So cut your onion in half. We're going to use the whole thing. Well, yeah. Cut it down this way. I like onion. Okay, so there's that. I have my garlic measured out here in this bowl. You want to use crushed garlic or really minced up. You can do that in your food processor or something, or mortar and pestle. And we're going to get this hot. Now that marinade that you would typically have on your raw meat, I'm just going to add that as well. So you would use a half an onion in with your meat marinade, and you would put that, you would use an apple or an Asian plum in that as well. And that marinade you would put in the blender and puree it for the meat if it's raw. I don't know if I told you that. So it would be an apple or an Asian pear, 1 onion, the 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, the sesame seed, and you would puree that in your blender and pour that over your meat, and then pour it all in the pan. I don't have an apple or anything like that for the sweetness, but we'll should get it all, add a little extra brown sugar. Like I said, this is an American person doing another culture's food, so it's, I think, what they would refer to as infusion cooking. But the flavors are all there. And since people aren't really eating out in restaurants right now, I love Asian food, so I thought, what the heck. And if you do go out to a Korean restaurant, this is a lot of work, so be kind, tip them. Or maybe they're more used to it than I am, I don't know. So, see if this is getting hot. So we will add some oil. Get our brown sugar ready. So 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So I just put that in with the garlic. We're going to add 6 tablespoons of soy sauce. So that's 4.5. Okay, there's our soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. If you don't have that, you can use white vinegar. Never let an ingredient hold you back. The half an onion we already have. The tablespoon of garlic we have. And black pepper. So that's 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to add a heaping. We like black pepper. So, this is hot. So just put everything in there. And essentially we're just going to heat this through, and with your really thin sliced raw meat, you just stir fry it until it's done. It's a really fast process. There go the dogs. We're going to add all of our stuff. Oh, it smells so good. And all I'll have left is my rice and my soup, and I'm done. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of water. And that just loosens everything up and sauces it up. Okay. Keep having to delete videos. I'm out of space on this card. Just let it come up to a bubble. I need to turn my egg rolls. There's too many things going on, you guys. Too many. But this is a good way to use up your roast beef. I have a sirloin roast in there in the freezer that I got at all these for $9. It's pretty big. It's like that big. That would be great for this. And you could use part of it for this and part of it for something else and part of it for something else. I've noticed that with Asian cooking, they slice the meats really thin and it makes it go so much further. And see, this with the bok choy, the mung bean, the green onion, the kimchi, and the rice, you eat it in lettuce. You wrap it up in lettuce. So you'll take a piece of this meat, some of the onion, and any one of the other things I've made, put it in a piece of lettuce. I got romaine. You could use any lettuce you like. And put some rice in there. Some people use onion. They'll cut an onion in half and use the cups, like pull them apart into cups. You know how the onions are. And put their bites in that if you are a raw onion person. So that's why they slice the meat so thin. So you eat it in a lettuce wrap with whatever condiment kind of topping you want, or just rice if you don't like any of those things. And it's pretty filling. You don't need a ton of meat to, I mean, this here would feed 3 people easily. So this will be our dinner and my husband's lunch tomorrow. His lunches are always whatever we had for dinner the night before. Otherwise, it's a sandwich. There are times that I make something that, like fish or whatever, I may only do 2 fish fillets or something. He can have a sandwich. So that's it, guys. This is done. You can let it reduce down a bit if you want. I'm going to taste that sauce. See if you want it sweeter. That's so good. Oh yeah. Doesn't need anything. If you like black pepper, you know, that flavor a lot, I use a lot of black pepper, you could add that. But outside of that, this is fabulous. So this is done, you guys. So I hope I haven't bored you with all these little dishes from tonight's dinner. I just thought it would be way too long a video to do them all in one. We'd be here for an hour. And this has actually taken me all day. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. And like I said, I'll do a little clip of everything, the plate, when we're done cooking all this.